did a story on the show about the Pepsi advertisement that was extremely insulting and belittling and extremely demeaning and tone-deaf advertisement. You can check that out. But it was basically to the effect of like the idea of just giving a Pepsi to it showed basically an image of like protesters and police officers, and it was supposed to talk about police brutality and the protests going on in Baton Rouge and things like that, or Baton Rouge, however the fuck you pronounce it. But basically there was massive public backlash because, I mean, it was just mocking the shit out of brave people who risked their life to protest for things like the Civil Rights Act. Like, if you've seen the Rodney King beating, holy crap, that's one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen. Think about the Selma March. All they did was march. All they did was march well in the bounds of free speech, easily, to gain equal rights for people who are African American. And I remember Representative, I think it's Lewis, he had his a concussion, or like his head shattered or something like that, like beaten down bad. And these douchebags just made this totally shitty advertisement. It's so like dumb, and it's got this white girl as the main person. Like, what the fuck, dude? Seriously? But anyways, so I didn't know, but Martin Luther King Jr.'s daughter, Bernice King, is on Twitter at Bernice King, and this is probably the best tweet I've ever seen contextually in history. So it shows a picture of Martin Luther King Jr. being backed by cops as he's peacefully protesting, and it says, quote, "If only Daddy would have known about the power of hashtag Pepsi." Damn, what a roast. Like, it's already so good based off of the substance of saying, you know, like, oh man, if only Martin Luther King Jr., who was, you know, getting water hoses sprayed at him and dogs thrown at him and all this shit, and, you know, thrown in jail for all these things that are well within the bounds of the First Amendment. I mean, this is ridiculous, right? So it's bad enough that it was that, but the fact that it was MLK's daughter herself saying this, it just raises it to a whole nother level. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. So this is the greatest tweet I've ever seen, and Pepsi responded with their bullshit. They say, quote, "We at Pepsi believe in the legacy of Dr. King and meant absolutely no disrespect to him or and others who fight for justice." What's up, guys? It's Sawhill here. You guys are watching The Progressive Voice. Make sure you guys click subscribe down below. We're fighting Donald Trump tooth and nail, and we need your help.